Moved up here pretty recently, about 2 years ago, and I couldn't afford an apartment because it's so fucking expensive in New York. So I ended up getting a van. This is of some interest to you Floridians. I remember you guys. But so I got a van, which is cool, except for if I go out to a club. God, I'm scaring them away again. If I go out to a club, I'll try and pick up a girl, and I'll be like, "Hey, so you want to go back to my van?" Yeah, exactly, because she thinks I'm gonna rape and kill her. Maybe not in that order. But so what I'm gonna do is buy a houseboat now, because with a houseboat I could be in that exact same situation. I can say, "Hey, so what do you say we take this party back to my boat?" And now she thinks I'm rich, but I'm really just gonna rape and kill her. Maybe not in that order. And on that note, it's time to bring up our next comic. He's a funny comic from New Jersey, James Gallagher.
Hey, how's everybody doing? My name's James, and I'm half a ginger. Not a full ginger, just half, but it's still alright for me to make ginger jokes without it being considered offensive. Kind of like if you're half black, you can still use the N-word without getting shot. So I like to consider myself the day walker of gingers. I can go outside during the day, but only for short periods of time, otherwise my skin bursts into flames. It's all right, though, because we gingers do all of our soul stealing at night anyway. For every soul we snatch, a ginger loses his virginity. I actually heard the other day that there's a sperm bank in Switzerland that won't accept ginger sperm anymore. Should we be mobilizing? I'm pretty sure it's the first step Hitler took when he decided he was going to try to get rid of all the Jews. You know, we got to get organized. I don't think it's the fact that I'm a ginger, though, that I don't get as laid as much as I should. I think it's because women see me as a cartoon character. Not like a sexy cartoon character, you know, like Aladdin, but like the kind you want to see an anvil fall on because it's funny. Doing stand-up probably isn't helping the matter. Where's my Jessica Rabbit? So people told me that if you want to be serious about, doing stand-up, you need a solid hour worth of material. I don't know if I could stand up here for an hour making fun of myself without starting to cry. Yeah. My friends are always on my case that, I'm unhealthy. I don't go to the doctor ever. But it's not my fault that my pediatrician told me he couldn't see me anymore when I was 23. He was like, "Congratulations, you finally have some hair in your balls. Now go out there and find a real doctor." What the hell? I don't look like I gained any weight since I was 12. Why do we have to change a good thing? Other doctors didn't give me butterscotch lollipops and Band-Aids with cartoon characters on them when I was 5. You're breaking my heart, man. I don't get it. I try to eat healthy. I try to stick to the 5 basic food groups, all of which just so happen to be found on the McDonald's dollar menu. Last month, it was great. They actually had the McRib and Monopoly going on at the same time. Like, if they busted out the Shamrock Shake, I would have ejaculated right there in my pants waiting in line. So I quit smoking 6 months ago. Cigarettes, not weed. And people always ask me, do you get upset when your friends smoke around you? And, I'm just like, no. I want my will to be tested. I believe that if somebody wants to quit something, they truly have to want it. That's why I like to write free candy on the side of the car of the pedophile that lives in my building. It's one thing to say you're not going to touch children anymore. It's another thing entirely when they're running up to your car asking for candy. And I almost wasn't going to do that joke because of the whole Jerry Sandusky thing, going on right now. But I figured, fuck it, I'm going to do it. It's funny. You're not a monster if you laugh. Unless you actually are a pedophile. In which case, you probably shouldn't be here right now. You should be at a Penn State pep rally. I just recently got the new iPhone, and it's awesome. I really like that new Siri technology. I'm a little concerned, though, that it may actually be too smart. Yeah, the other day, I asked it for a blowjob, and it goes, "Keep dreaming, Ginger." Now, I get worried when technology starts getting too smart. You know, I've seen Terminator like 50 fucking times. You know, I'm not saying I wouldn't relish the opportunity to, you know, rise up and lead you all against the machines like some ginger John Connor. You know, I'm just saying I have some other dreams that are a little bit higher on my list. Like making it as a comedian and developing a massive coke problem. Technology is actually starting to even affect my dating life now. I have this coworker, you know, he's kind of like a player, good with the ladies, and he goes to me, he's like, when a girl texts you, you can't text her back for 53 minutes, otherwise she's gonna think you're too available and desperate. But it's actually different, apparently, when you're talking to a girl in person. Because I was at a bar the other night, and this girl came up to me and said hi, and I didn't respond to her for 53 minutes, and now she thinks I'm fucking retarded. So I started thinking the other day, and I got like kind of angry. I was thinking about dating, and I was like, you know, man, what the fuck are we doing? Women have jobs now. You know, they make just as much money as we do. What the fuck are we still paying for everything? What, just because it takes you 50 minutes to put on your hair and makeup, you know, you get to charge me $50? And the sad part is, just, you know, women in the audience right now thinking, what, he only intends to spend $50 on a date? You know, 100 years ago, women didn't even have the right to vote, and now they're running the game. You know, I'm worried to see what's going to happen another 100 years from now. You know, if they figure a way to procreate without us, we're fucked. Because I'm pretty sure women think we're disgusting. There's nothing we can give them that they can't get from a battery-powered Lincoln log. And I don't like it when women, like, you know, think it's, you know, bad when a guy jerks off. That's like getting mad at the SWAT team for defusing a bomb. What, would you rather we just let it blow up on you? You know, women say we're like dogs, but, you know, I don't think that's far from the truth, because I'm pretty sure I want to hump the leg of every good-looking woman I see. I'm getting the light. I can do one more joke. So the big story right now in the news is Occupy Wall Street. And, you know, I'll admit, you know, I'm indifferent. I don't, you know, really care one way or another, but I do think the Occupy Wall Streeters are lazy. You know, if you can't get a job on Wall Street, I understand. It's tough. But if you're not smart enough to learn how to cook and sell crystal meth, then I don't feel sorry for you. There are inbreds living in trailers in Kentucky that can figure that shit out. Oh, man. All right, well, you guys have been great, and take care.